Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Prison Break. This is the first episode of the second season. Hopefully you guys are excited for what is to come. Thanks so much for all the support on the first season. If you didn't vote for the most likely to dislike characters of season 1, you can still do that even though we're starting season 2. And keep your eye out as we get over halfway through this season. The new votes will open up, and you can use the description below to vote for your favourite season of the whole show, which is actually open now. 3 votes are allowed, and you could choose, you know, which is the best season out of all of the ones that Prison Break have done. And the 3 votes will be aggregated and revealed in the final episode of the show. I can't wait for it. But today we have everybody still on the run. Yes, we didn't conclude everybody's storylines last season. Michael and co are still being chased on the airfield. You know, we've got LJ, he's still getting done for potential you know, attempted murder. We've still got Teabag, he's running off with his handmate, literally after getting chopped off from a brute there. That was ruthless last episode, it really was. Veronica has found Terrence Steadman, which is interesting. The VP is no longer the VP, she's sworn in now as the president because she took the bull by the horn. She made a bold statement, drugged the current president, and killed him, and she's obviously been sworn in. So like literally it was all popping off in the last episode, and I'm excited to see what we have in store for us today, because like I said, nobody had the stories concluded. Everybody is still on the run. Sarah looks like she overdosed. Michael and Lincoln are still running away. It is madness, mate. It's so exciting. It looks like Tweener is the only one that's potentially kind of got away. He jumped in the back of somebody's like, I don't know, horse and carriage thing, whatever you'd want to call it, and obviously like the dogs were chasing him, but the stink obviously of the horses and the hay and everything like that, and you know, he's probably got away. So madness, mate. Very good last episode, and hopefully today's just as exciting. Thanks for watching it. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Escapees, who were they?
Got a list right here.
How long has it been since they got over the wall?
8 o'clock last night.
Schofield, he and Burroughs are brothers.
That's right.
And he's the mastermind of this whole thing. I want everything they've got on him.
They've made it from the airship then. It was nighttime last episode. Oh, no way can he get on that train? That is so lucky. Where's Michael?
No, the thing is gaining speed, man. Get off! Guys, go fast! Go through! Go through!
I'm surprised that they're not actually trying to shoot them. Take him by the legs or something. Right, actually thinking about that, I don't actually understand how they're this far ahead. You know, I'm not like being negative or anything, but we finished last season with it being nighttime, and he was on the airstrip and he was running away in the field, and I'm sure a helicopter was out as well, and now it's daytime and the helicopter's not there and he's still not caught. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I'll just take the episode as it goes. I would have got on the train and got a bit of distance away from them. You know what I mean? Like maybe jumped off a little bit down the road, because right now they could see them get off and they know, okay, they're literally on the other side running away. Maybe they could go around and meet them wherever it could potentially have gone. Where if you stayed on there, it's endless possibilities. You jump off here, jump off in mile 2, 3, 4, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
I'd like to talk about John Wilkes Booth for a moment, if I could. Abraham Lincoln's killer. 12 days. That's how long it took to find him. In his journal during this period, he wrote that the shadow was his friend. Fear becomes paranoia. Paranoia ultimately psychosis. The escaped man is still human. He is still afraid, and he will stop at nothing in his attempted flight. Take a good look at these faces.
Yeah,
Right,
we can put it out.
Are now the 8 most wanted men in America.
8 most wanted men in America, eh?
What were you planning on telling us about the money, man?
$5 million that Westmoreland planted in the desert in Utah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It was all Ewigan. He didn't have to tell them because he was literally stood there with them.
It's a little early for the FBI to be showing up, don't you think?
That's why I was going to suggest that we cut through any interagency politics from the outset. Full transparency. Then maybe you can tell me about Dr. Tancredi.
Like I said, there's nothing to tell.
You're not being very transparent, Warden.
Look, I don't discuss my staff.
Maybe you should.
We've done everything on our end. It's really up to her. She fights and lives, or she quits and dies.
I don't think she's going to die, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like she might try and get with Michael at some point. I don't know how they're going to reunite, though.
Hey, what do you think? Do whatever thing you gotta do, man.
You call the cops out, we'll put this thing right here in your eye.
I mean, like I said, if somebody come and just stole your cooler with your ice in it, you wouldn't really report it, would you? You'd be fuming a little bit, but...
How long do you think it'd take to get something like that done? Tattoo artist who gave it to him must have spent a lot of time with him then.
I'll find out who it was. I got men out here in harm's way, and you're giving press conferences. We don't need you. We're hot on these guys' trail, and it's just a matter of time till we nail them.
The problem I find with being on a trail...
You're always searching. Yeah, you're always searching for it.
We'll see about that.
I'm not the one who chose Lincoln Burrows as the fall guy. You don't understand. I'm a prisoner to all of this.
Oh, come on. You could have come forward.
No, I really am a prisoner. And now you are too.
Can't get out of the house once you're inside, but you can get in from out. That's interesting.
There wasn't any security out there. The door is only open from the outside.
It did strike me as curious.
Thick, bulletproof.
I mean, let's be honest, right? It's addressed. It's good. You know, that was a question that we raised last season, wasn't it? Why is this guy in the middle of nowhere with no security around him? It literally makes no sense. But then he's obviously addressed it. He can't get out. He's a prisoner in his own home. Glass is 2 inches thick. Nobody can shoot him. He's literally just stuck there. He has to wait for people to come and visit him. He's literally sat on his own. No contact to the outside world. It is pretty good that they've just told us that.
Get caught, the feds will know exactly where we're going. They'll tell them. We just got to make sure they stay afloat.
You really think the money's gonna be there?
At the end, there'd be no reason for him to lie about it.
We got half the country after us. We ain't making it to Panama or Utah. Not without help. We don't have money, clothes.
Already got all that.
Thought the plan was Abruzzi's jet.
Bruce's jet was plan A.
Then we got
Everything we need.
Smart. I like how he's got a plan B.
Not you?
He brought the entire thing in, every element. I always sort of had the feeling that the whole thing was some sort of inside joke that only he was in on.
What was the name of that long road we took to get to the prison?
I think it was English Street.
And out in front of the prison, the two streets that intersect with it.
Fitz and Percy Y.
Thank you.
Hi.
Get away, Gracie. Get away. Get back. Whoa. Get those guys from Fox River.
See, he's not took the approach of the, you know, the cop last episode who basically come in and said, look, mate, I only get paid $14 an hour. This isn't for me. If you got to escape, go for it. Just leave me out of it. This guy's took the opposite. He's tried to be the hero. I suppose this was the only play, you know. He's got to drop the gun.
Good boy. Good boy.
Isn't it? He got to. You might have to tie these up now. It's a bit ruthless.
Hey, Leo. I'm your daddy.
Where's your car?
Up on the road.
I need your keys.
You opened the door to the infirmary that allowed Schofield to escape. 7 other men got out, you know.
Oh, he's gone to... What's this? A vet's?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Saturday we're not open.
I'm gonna need some work done, and I'm gonna need it done privately.
God, man, what happened to you? We need medical attention. What do you want?
Can that be put back on? Can it? I don't know, man. He look, the makeup on him is good.
I want I-Tie out of the car right now, man. That was a little girl. God, I have a daughter. I have a little girl.
But if I hadn't done what I had to do, we wouldn't be on our way to see him right now, would we?
Get to Oswego.
Oswego is not on the way, Snowflake.
It's not where Oswego is.
What's there?
It's what's in Oswego.
About Tamarack just ran into 5 other cars.
Mother's dead, father's a deadbeat. Got nothing in the whole world but your brother. So you plan. Every single element. And then you destroy all the evidence. I want divers down in the river.
See what I mean, right? I'm not being funny, but again, like, it's because it's a TV show that assumption's made. Like, literally, yeah, he did throw it off, and we know he did, and technically we know that he's right. The divers can go down there and get it, but I don't know why that assumption would be made. But then you could counter it and say, well, it's their job to look at every single possibility. Right, okay, it is. But I just wouldn't, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not a police officer, but, like, I could have easily just smashed it up and threw it in the trash, and it could be anywhere right now. Do you know what I mean? I understand he's saying go down there, and he's technically right. It just stresses me out how, you know, get it right every single time. Like, you look at the pins on the wall and says, yeah, I know for a fact that he's got all these drawings here and all the wires out, and then, you know what I mean? I know they've gone to this place and done this exact thing, and, you know, Michael's bought these houses. They've definitely got a car that's waiting for him there. You know, he's in this room and there's a canal downstairs or whatever, so he's just launched his stuff off the balcony. Do you know what I mean? Like, they get it right every time. Does stress me out. I like it to be realistic. Go down this avenue. Oh, mate, it's a dead end. I've not got anything. Let's go on this one. Ooh, got a bit of a connection. Oh, yeah, we're getting warm. Like, you know what I mean? If you ever played that warmer, colder, warmer, ooh, you're boiling, like that. On this show, it's boom, right, every time. Like, bang, bang, bang. Do assumption, get it right. It's like, mate, get some stuff wrong. You know what I mean? Give them a bit of time.
Digital carriers don't have cell towers way out here in western Montana.
How about shutting up, Terrence?
If I stay out of the way and stay quiet, I stay alive.
In a hermetically sealed box while everything out there goes to hell?
Self-preservation is a strong motivator. Do not.
She's always got guns pulled on her.
You took a car, didn't they? 1978 Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
Which way they go?
That way north, toward Oswego.
Oh yeah, look, there's one there. Well, there's 3.
Where's he gonna put all the crap you need to disappear?
You have a visitor.
Brought you a change of clothes. I'm in a lot of trouble, I think.
Potentially.
I need to apologize to you. One thing you learn when you're walking the steps is that you never outsource the blame that belongs in your own backyard. You're not the first correctional worker that fell for a con. He never cared.
I reckon that if he finds out that she was in hospital, he'd try and make some sort of contact.
You had to do it. Not like I did. I ruined her life.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it now.
That's not true.
Fell for her, huh?
Blow my guts all over the house, then what?
You look at me like I'm the devil. Gave up my family, my teeth.
This isn't about you, Terrence.
Blackwood Sheriff's Department.
Hello, my name's Veronica Donovan. I need you to send a unit to the house at the end of Light Road as soon as possible.
Sorry, ma'am. Are you calling to report a crime?
By the President of the United States.
You need somebody who knows what they're doing. I don't have the luxury of choice here. I can promise you nothing. Story of my life.
Mate, it's ruthless.
Do I really look that stupid? To cut away dead flesh, nobody can undergo a procedure like this without an anesthetic.
I kind of, you know what, right? As much as like it's going to be gruesome and it'll probably be painful to watch, I kind of want to see just a little bit of it to see his anger. You know what I mean? To see his pain, to see the, like, oh, mate, it's just going to be disgusting, isn't it? And like I said, mate, can you reconnect it and get some sort of feelings? Because I've never even known anything possible like that ever. I've heard of fingers potentially being reconnected, but not a hand like that. A full-on whip off. Oh, it's crazy.
We got guys on 8th Street, 3rd Street, and in the alley. If they're in there, Captain, we got them boxed.
Can he only get involved when he go over the line or something that they were saying?
Still nothing on this place. No place by that name anywhere in this country.
Again, it's going to make you think that they're going to be in this location. Michael's at the different one. Yeah, I knew it'd be empty.
Bitch set us up.
They're digging up a grave. Oh, I think Michael was seeing that one.
Oh, that kid's clever. Your PDA, you got it?
Yeah.
Bring up the census of this county. Far back as it goes.
You are one sick cat, you know that?
Is it different clothes than that?
What are you looking for?
We gotta go to the cemetery.
Houses are a little bit too short, don't you think?
Look at them, they all look well weird now.
Money, passports. Whoa. These? Keys to a car that's waiting for us.
Are there 2 of us or 5 of us?
That's a 2 of us. You got it roll.
Oh, he's catching him take something. I like how they're all in different clothes now. It's good. You'd probably lose him in a normal town, wouldn't you? Yeah, everybody's head down walking. I would always wear a hat and pack a hat and sunglasses.
Hello?
B, it's me.
I found Stedman. I'm with him now, Link. He's alive. Terrence, come on, let's go.
Afternoon.
Veronica.
The police are here. Look, I need you to stay where you are.
Put the phone down.
What?
Mr. Stedman, take a few steps back.
Oh shit, I did not expect that. Did not expect that one. That one is a shocker. That one was a shocker, that, actually. I'm not gonna lie, it really was. She was never there. Just an easy cleanup. See you later. Veronica who?
You know, I thought you knew that all calls to the local station are routed through us.
Do you reckon he knew that, actually? When she was making the phone call, that's why he said don't actually ring out. There was no service. Do you know, just before like we go into this, I know we've nearly finished, but like as I was saying last season, I was banging on about it, and it does sound like a broken record, and I was consistently saying that, you know, too much information and stuff surrounding Lincoln is happening where, like, to me it's that overwhelming that, like, you can't turn a blind eye even if there isn't enough evidence to, like, prove factually that he was innocent. But, like, the association around him in terms of, you know, LJ and what's going on with, you know, all of the other people that died, you know, his mum and the witness and everything like that, you know, any key evidence getting destroyed, Secret Service going around, all of this stuff, right, was enough to get somebody to maybe look into it, and nobody has. You know what I mean? And when she went to her dad, he just didn't even care. And again, you know, if somebody looks into it a bit further, Lincoln next week supposed to be executed. Can we contact Nick? Sorry, he's unavailable. Can we contact Veronica? Sorry, he's unavailable. Do you know what I mean? It's like, again, is it not sus? I don't understand why all these events are not actually like, whoa, a lot of things are happening. Oh, I wonder what he's going to write something on this one if she unfolds it. He's put the dots and she's got to figure it out. Is it like brittle or whatever it is? I don't know.
Schofield had the entire thing on his body. How to get out of that prison, how to disappear afterward. I promise you that it's only a matter of time before we know everything. Where he plans to run to, how he plans to get there. So we'll be waiting for him.
And that's the end of today's episode. So maybe Michael's found his match, you know, somebody who can actually decipher, you know, codes and follow his tattoo and see the end goal. It seems like this episode, he didn't really, in the short amount of time that, you know, he had to look into it, didn't really make many mistakes, did he? You know what I mean? Like, he figured out whatever Michael wrote there about the woods was a person. Searched, obviously, the cemeteries, found the location, chased him a little bit. You know, he was working Michael's apartment, figured out that, obviously, he's been planning it out on his wall. Got divers to go into the lake, which, obviously, we've not seen the outcome yet, but they're going to find something because Michael actually did throw something off. You know, this guy seems quite good. He could have met his match, you know. Michael thinks that he's smarter than everybody else because, generally, he actually is. Maybe they both suffer from the same thing. I can't remember what it was that they said Michael said, but basically, they were saying that, you know, as a normal person, if you look at a lamp, you just see it. You could just turn it on and off on a light bulb or whatever. Somebody like Michael will look into every little detail, the screw, the bolts, everything that gets put into it, how it sparks, the electronics, all of it, right down to the, you know, to every little bit of material that's manufactured for it. But if it was a person that wasn't as clever as Michael and possesses the ability to do that, then it would technically drive them insane. That's what he was saying. And maybe this guy's something similar. We did see him take like a tablet or whatnot, so that was interesting. I'm not too sure if Michael clocked it because he was watching him from the trees, but yeah, he's so far, he's got a lot of things right. He's potentially knows. I mean, I wonder if Michael's tattooed Panama or the location of what it is where he's wants to go. Now, it seems like they all kind of want to go to the place where Charles listed the money, to be honest, because they know that there's 5 million there, and if they take some, you know what I mean, they can all have a potential good life with it. They just need to get to a country where the US can't actually come in to extradite them out of it, you know what I mean? Now, I'd like to see how the families and people associated with everybody reacts to the news, because obviously they're 8 of America's most wanted criminals right now, and we haven't seen C-Note's family, or we haven't seen, obviously, Mary Cruz, or anybody else's, you know, watch that and see it and react to it. And that would be good, actually, to see their perspectives from it. But like I said, this episode, they've just been on the run totally again, which was a little bit confusing to me that we started in the daytime, considering last season we finished at the night time, and I'm sure that there was helicopters and dogs out, and he wasn't far away as well. They wasn't, honestly. They were so close. We started here in a brand new different day. It's obviously been a few hours. They managed to get on a train and jump over the other side and create a bit of distance for themselves. Now, T-Bag still suffering and nowhere to be seen with Haywire right now. So we're all focusing on Michael. They potentially know where he's going, and obviously they're going to chase him down. But Veronica's was a surprising one, honestly. I never expected her to die today. It's crazy. I'm interested to see what Michael's written on that note, to be honest. He put the dots down. I don't really know what that says. Obviously, I could decipher it, but yeah. She's going to be questioned. Good start to the season, to be honest. I reckon it was filmed straight after season 1, so maybe the next or a couple after that will be when we really see like a change from last season to the second. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reintroduction back into season 2. Well, I actually feel like this was just filmed straight after season 1, but I could be totally wrong. But there was some surprising things happening in today's episode. Now, it's good that we've had an introduction of some new characters. Looks like the there's a new like detective, a guy that's from the FBI. He's obviously hunting down Michael. Seems very smart as well. You know, when Michael usually is one step ahead of everybody because his plans are so strategic, then this guy's be able to decipher it. And maybe when Michael thinks he's 2 steps ahead, he's not, mate. The guy's already waiting. Like I was just saying there, imagine if Michael thinks that he can get all the way to his end goal, which is Panama, going on the beach, chilling in a hammock, and this guy's just waiting. Hi, Michael. You okay, mate? Yeah, I knew you was coming here. Now it's time to get arrested. You know what I mean? We're locking you in a Panama jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget about Captain Bellic, mate. You've got somebody else who's much more ruthless to deal with here. So this is going to be really interesting to see, obviously, how the season unfolds. Now, Veronica, let's be honest, bit ruthless. I'm not saying that she was the greatest character of all time. Sometimes she could be a little bit annoying, but I've got to respect the effort that she put into getting Lincoln free. And you know, I said that with Nick Severin as well. I understand that he had his own little personal agenda going and he was trying to do this and that, but like he always did try to fight for Lincoln, and I do respect him for that. And he's ended up dying, getting murdered, and she's the same. She actually has the same. I thought she actually successfully managed to ring somebody correct, if that makes sense, to try and get her and Terrence, but what she actually did, because I just thought she said the wrong thing. Like, yeah, it's a crime against the VP, now president, you know what I mean? But that wasn't the case at all. It was just that they had all communications. Wherever she rang out, they was the ones intercepting it. So whether she just said, help, 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 I need some assistance, I'm dying, or somebody's got a gun to me, doesn't really matter who it is, because they would have just turned up, found her, and killed her anyway. So, like, I can't believe Lincoln had to hear it. He knows now that, obviously, LJ, his son, is getting done for potential attempted murder. He knows that his ex-wife, like LJ's mum, has been brutally murdered herself by the Secret Service, and now, obviously, he knows that Veronica has also been brutally murdered while he is being set up for killing, we know, Terry Stedman, who's now alive. So his family literally is just being absolutely chopped to bits. And interestingly as well, his dad's still on the run. I'd like to see more of him this season as well. Teabag, again, you know, before, I don't want next episode to start and his hand's like back on but not working, or working, whatever. I would like the procedure to start, see the pain, see the sweat. I've got to be honest, the makeup for him was decent. You could see it. He was literally dripping. He was all over the place. He was a bit pale as well. His hand looks really brutal. It was in the box as well. I like how the ice was actually all red and melted, as if to say, like, it is bleeding. It's been in there for a while. It's not just, like, conserved or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, the ice was so good that it's just held it fresh. It looks like it had all melted. They've put some detail into it. I think it was quite clever as well. And Michael had multiple locations so that when they did try and find it, potentially, you know, Bellic's gone to the wrong one and he's gone to a different. That's really clever as well. Didn't say anything about Tweener, but he is obviously one of the people that they're still looking after, and we didn't see anything about Haywire as well, but I don't know how they've got away. Do you know what I mean? Last time we seen him, he's just pedaling down the road in his suit on a bike with a helmet on. How's he got away? What's he doing? You know what I mean? Like I said last season, I want Tweener to be in it, and I actually want Haywire to be in it. I think they're two interesting characters, different dynamic from everybody else, and you know, it'd be good to see them all reunited, obviously, on the run. Now again, they've got to go and try and get this money whilst also trying to escape and get to their own locations. Cena was talking about going to his family and seeing them. That's just a rookie move. Like, even Abruzzi acknowledged that. You know, they was moaning that he pulled a gun on that little girl, but it's something that had to be done. Like, I got no problem with it. You know, maybe you do, but I think that, again, you know, what needs to be done needs to be done. It was either their ass or yours, basically, and he was never going to kill the girl. It was just the leverage that he needed for the weapon to be dropped so that they could get the car to escape, and then he could put the call in. It's just assessing the situation and what you got in front of you. Now, Michael, like I said, has give Sarah a message. I would love to know what he says. She's obviously admitted that she kind of fell for him, but she didn't think that he did for her. But maybe seeing this, knowing that obviously he's escaped, and he's left her a note, that maybe justifies and explains it a little bit better. Who knows? I can't wait for episode 2. Thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.